Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for my March haul and favorites. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. Before we get into the products, I just wanted to thank you for everything this month. It has been a very strange month, probably the strangest month in my whole life. I just wanted to thank you for tuning in, for subscribing, for liking, engagement, just data-wise. On my end, I can see that the engagement has been higher this month. Before last month, it was usually 1 video a week, and now we're up to 2 videos a week, and it has been really good for me in terms of being able to kind of put my energy towards creating more content. I feel like there have been more comments and I've been able to communicate with you back and forth as well, and through Instagram too. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for helping me through this. I really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into everything. If you haven't seen one of these before, it's kind of my rundown of my month in beauty. Actually, Jill Christ explained it that way, and I thought, oh, that's right. It's like what I've hauled, what I've been loving, and just revisiting some things that maybe I mentioned or have reworked to figure out how to make them work better for me. So it's just kind of a summary of the month. So let's go ahead and start. I just want to talk about this Tom Ford product. If you tuned in for that, was Glow Tinted Moisturizer, and this is in the shade Tawny, which is too deep for me. So I wish I had gotten a lighter shade. It also has quite a nice emollient texture to it. So I thought, okay, so this is a little bit deep for me. It's nice and emollient. And then there was this product, I don't know if you remember this, but I did not like it by itself. It's the Armani Prima Color Control Glow Moisturizer, SPF 35, and this is in the shade 4, so I didn't really like it. I remember not liking it. I think it kind of sat on my skin. It was just a weird product that didn't do much. Although my skin has been getting more oily in the middle, so I thought, let me see about combining these two. I actually have these both on my face right now, so I mixed them together and I applied them in the center here, and then I kind of just faded it out. Actually, this is kind of like a win-win because I can use this up now, and I can use this even though it's not the correct shade. So if you're wondering what I have on my face, it's a combination of these two. So I do try to use products even though I don't love them because I don't like to waste them. So I just wanted to update you on that one. Also, I did pick this one up, the #1 in Charlotte Tilbury. I had a question about this, wanted to touch base with you on this as well. This was part of my Sephora haul, and I usually use 2. So I got the question, do I really need 1 and 2? So I thought, let me just try this for you and see how it goes. So I did use 1 just under the eye area. Actually, I used 1 in this area here, and I didn't use it on the exterior. What I find is when I use 1 on the exterior, it's too stark here. You can see it's not the right shade, and on my forehead, it's also not the right shade. So what I did, again, I just set here, and then on the exterior, I did bronze with this. I know I was still not sure myself what the difference was between this and the other bronzers. This is the Terracotta Matte by Guerlain. I've been using it all month. I love this shade. It's nice and warm. I have it on now. And what this one is it's matte. So what makes this one different is that this has kaolin, that white clay known for its mattifying properties. So this is what's different about this. I have a feeling that's the biggest difference. Now, I'm not oily on the exterior, but if you are and you struggle with bronzers moving around, this might be a nice one for you. So I did back to the powders. Again, powdering with #1 in the middle, then bronzing here with this product. I like this one really up against the hairline too. It's nice for that. And then I rediscovered this. I knew I was going to go back to this, not for all over my face, but just for the exterior, and it's this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Radiant Light. I actually used it all over my face just to see if I still loved it as much, and it was so, like, it gave me a really nice bronzy tan, but I thought I would just use it on the exterior. So that's how I got these powders to work without using #2 in the Charlotte Tilbury today. I hope that answers your question if you're wondering about if you need 1 and 2. So I think 1 is ideal for the center, and if you have some deeper shades, like I could have even gotten away with not powdering the exterior and just using this, the Guerlain product on the exterior, and been okay. But I think that Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder kind of evened everything out, so that was really nice. I also wanted to revisit this Laura Mercier stick. Someone asked me about, is the Caviar Eye Stick too bulky to use in this waterline? Like, it might make a mess, but it doesn't. It is smoother than many of the eyeliners I've tried. The comparable one I would suggest is any of the Marc Jacobs highliners. Those go on really smoothly, but these actually, they go on really smoothly and they stick. So that's why I love them in the waterline, even though I don't think that's what they're made for because their eyeshadow sticks. So today I have Intense Amethyst in just part of the waterline right here. And then I actually went in with an eyeshadow over it. So I still use these quite a bit. I am planning on filming this eye look for you. I'm just waiting for my Dior blush to come in. Oh yeah, the Dior blush that I wanted from the sale actually came back into stock for just the briefest moment. I got so excited, I ordered it right away, but I forgot to put in the code, the 20% off code, so I bought that full price. I wish Sephora would just automatically put that in there because you're logged in as yourself anyway and they know what level you are. I'd really appreciate if Sephora would just embed the code in your purchase. I tried to go back and do the chat, but it was unavailable. I tried to pull up my order. The order history was gone, so I don't know. It was a big mess. Anyway, I'm still waiting for the blush. I think I ordered it. Yeah, I haven't seen any details on it, but I'm not getting it till the end of the month. I will recreate this look. I just wanted to kind of practice a little bit. I used the Dior palette. I'm going to do that whole Dior look. And I used this because of this shade right here. I like that it's got some warmth to it because a lot of the purples have a cool tone to them, which is interesting because these are all cool toned except for this one. But this one is the one I really wanted to get into here. So I used that. I used the amethyst and I went over the amethyst with a little bit of powder and I used it from this palette here, the Chantecaille one, the hummingbird one, and it's this shade right here. So if you're wondering, and I just focused it right here and that's on the inner corner as well. And I set down a base with this color. So I did a combination. Actually, I used quite a few products in this eye look just because I feel like if I do my makeup off camera, I'm a little bit more creative because I have everything in front of me and I take my time because I'm not paying attention to if the battery is going to run out or not. So what I did was I went in with this pencil. So this is from a recent haul, Charlotte Tilbury. I went in with just this color and I tight lined with it. It's the navy one. And I also went in the corner here and I went above the lash line and made a little bit of a wing. But that's not the only thing that I put in there. This is very nice though. I did not notice any movement with this once I got it in. The metallic took a few times to go across the waterline for it to get even, but once it was there, it stayed in place. Same with this matte shade, I didn't get any transfer on that either. So that one performed really well. What I paired it with is this Chanel eyeliner. This one's in Cassis. It's got like a little bit of a plummy tone to it, purpley tone. And I went above the navy as well. So it kind of muted it. So it's not totally apparent that that's navy in there, which is what I like. I kind of like to have more of the features pop than actually seeing the makeup. So I know I have a lot of makeup on today, but that's kind of like what I'm really attracted to when it comes to makeup is that you see someone's features. That's what you see versus the makeup. Does that make sense? So I feel like it's kind of like clothing. I always try to stay away from clothing that wears me. I like to wear the clothing so that it just enhances what you look like versus that's the first thing that you see. That's kind of my theory with makeup as well. And then let's just talk about this really quickly. This is a beautiful palette. So out of all the palettes that came across, I liked this one the most in terms of her new palette. It's really stunning. There is a bit of fallout here with this one. It's really soft. So if you get this palette, or if you have it already, just go in gently with this one because I picked up way too much on accident because it's so soft. So just be careful when you go into this color, but everything else is really stunning. So this is a great palette. Let's talk about Chanel really quickly. I have the blush on. I don't know if I said this was a favorite of mine before or not, but it is. I'm just gonna say it again because it's still a favorite. And I wanted to ask you for some advice. So I have it on now. By the way, this one's in 6'8". I know I want Jersey in this blush. I've never tried the cream bronzer and I wanted to get that. They're sold out right now, but I wanted to try it. Oh yes, and they have a new liquid liner I wanted to try, and I'm really hesitant about picking up the brow product. So let me know if you want me to try it. It looks like the wrong shade. I saw someone who did a review, they didn't like it, but I will try it if you want me to. I feel like I've nailed my eyebrow game in terms of products that work for me. So I feel like I don't need to try anything else, but I also feel like I should research. So let me know if I should pick that up. Try and think what else is in my cart. But there were a few things that I wanted to try. So, oh, a lip gloss. There's the one that's limited edition. It's like a liquid lip and then a lip gloss, even though I don't like a liquid lip. I will try it. Let me know, give me kind of like a list of things you want to see from Chanel, even if they're not new, and I will look at that, and I want to put something together just because I want to explore that brand a little bit more. So thank you for letting me know what else you recommend or you would like to see me try from Chanel, because that would be really helpful. Okay, let's talk about this mascara really quickly. This is the Givenchy Phenomenized Waterproof Extreme Black. I love it because of that little applicator, because it separates every lash. So whenever I've been asked about my mascara recently, it's been Dior Show Primer, and then this, because it separates each lash. It is waterproof, which I don't love, but I do have a really nice Clé de Peau eye makeup remover, and then also one I'll talk about in a moment that does a really nice job. But I just wanted to talk about this because whenever I get asked, this is usually what I have on. So I do use it for a very specific purpose, to separate and enhance every lash before I go and build in some volume with the By Terry, the twist one. You'd think by now I would know the name of that one, but I will put a little image here so you know, but it is the one that twists. I think it's called like twist something, right? Okay. I've got to talk about this Guerlain lip product because it is fairly new, but it is quickly a favorite of mine. I always look for this in the morning when I'm trying to do a quick lip, because I know it'll just look pretty and fresh, and it's great for a daytime look. So I love this. Really easy to wear. I know that brighter lipsticks look good on camera, but in real life, I feel like it's a little bit overwhelming. But in real life, like, this is something I would pull for. Speaking of lipsticks, so I kind of want to do just a lipstick try-on of several lipsticks that I've picked up recently, because I feel like I picked up a lot that are kind of the same color. Then it might be nice for you to see how they look side by side by side by side. So let me know if you like that idea, because I would love to do that one. So speaking of lips, these are some lip products I got complimentary from House of Sillage. Very generously, they sent me 4 lip shades. If you saw my unboxing, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about these, but I did want to mention that I do have 2 of the shades on right now. I have Duchess and Night on combined. So I think it was Angela Van Rose who had it on, Duchess, and she is much more fair than me, light blue eyes, stunning, but she was wearing Duchess and that looked like the perfect lip color on her. I'll try and put that link below just so you can see it, because I was like, wow, that was really beautiful, and I was lucky enough to receive that shade as well. So today I used Duchess and Night, but I'll show you swatches of them all just so you can see what they look like, because I also received Countess and King. Very nice texture on these. They're so smooth and luxurious, and you know, they're a luxury brand lipstick and they definitely feel like it. So it's a very sophisticated lip and also very easy to wear. So they did a really nice job with these lipsticks. So thank you again, House of Sillage. I just wanted to mention this because in the unboxing, I don't think you could really see how pretty these are. I mean, I'm sure you've seen them in other people's videos, but I just wanted to revisit, and maybe I'll put a close-up in, but they're just so pretty. And I have this on now. So the notes, the top notes are saffron, raspberry, the heart notes are caramel, amaryllis oil, and the base notes are oud, laiterie absolue. It's vanilla caramel paired with hints of oud and aromatic bergamot. I love oud and bergamot, and if there's a solo fragrance I will wear, it's bergamot. And then also I love Tom Ford's Oud Wood, but I do like those like earthier tones. Thank you again, House of Sillage and Alex. Very, very generous. I thought this was going to be a fast video because I didn't think I had that much to talk about, but evidently I do, because I still have more here. Speaking of PR, I did start integrating this Naomi Stockholm product. It's the overnight serum, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to test it. So I'm using my typical skincare routine, and then I'm just only applying it on half of my face. So already I've noticed, and I want to make sure it's not my mind, so I'm going to pay really close attention, but I'm noticing a brightness, especially in this cheek area here with this side of my face. So I was looking at it really closely this morning, but I'll continue to just apply it to this side. That'll be my little experiment. This is something you apply at night. Oh, it says to apply to neck. I haven't been doing that. So also use SPF during the day, but I just want to show you what it looks like. So it's not like a serum. A serum to me is more like a liquidy thing, but this is more like, can you see it? It does have a bit of structure to it. Yeah, so I'll put like a pump on half of my face, but it's really smooth when you apply it. This is really grimy looking. They did send this to me, the instant cleansing balm. Yeah, this is really nice, because if you use like a washcloth, which I do when I cleanse my face now, I'll put this on right before I go in the shower, massage it into my face, and then rinse it off with a washcloth, and it does a really nice job. I do double cleansing anyway though, so this is a nice way of just breaking down that makeup, and it's a really nice price point too. So I think it does what I need it to do. I don't need anything fancier than that. I also did want to mention my jewelry. If you didn't already notice, I did my unboxing with it. It's all Ana Luisa sent to me complimentary. I just am wearing it because I love wearing it. So I think I've worn it in every video since then, I think. But if you wanted to check these out, I think maybe this one got sold out, the Jusuf. I don't think I showed this closely enough, but on this little front bar here, it says BU, really, really teeny tiny. You don't have to show it if you don't want to show it, but it does say that it's engraved in there. But really beautiful. I'm tempted to buy a couple of the items I was eyeing. There were a couple rings that I wanted to pick up. I can list those below if you wanted to see the ones I was looking at. They're really nice statement pieces. We're going to talk about working from home accessories really quickly here. So many of you are conducting Zoom meetings, participating in Zoom meetings. I know roots can be an issue if you care about it. Some people don't care, some people care. For me, I do like to make sure my roots are not as evident because there's a patch right here. I would show it to you, but if you follow May Musk, she has beautiful like silvery hair. There's a patch on my head that is solid silver. So I didn't realize it until my hair started really growing out and not seeing my stylist. Did I realize, like, I think if my hair grew out, it would be white. That's what color I think my hair is now, or most of it would be white, which I think is beautiful on some people, but I don't think I could pull it off. Yeah, I don't think I could pull it off. So there's this root concealer if you want something really quick. Rita Hazen, not great for right here because you'll see right away that it is, you know, some kind of spray if you spray it here, but it's really great for this area right here. There are some other products you can use right here, but this was just the easiest one for these bigger areas really quickly. Plus, Zoom doesn't give much detail in terms of like your face, but it will show a big stripe here if you've got a gray stripe. But again, personal preference. Now, I was lucky enough that my hairstylist made a little kit for me for my roots. So she sent the color over and she sent the peroxide that goes with it and directions. So my husband actually did my roots for me. He's never done hair before or anything like that, so it went really well. So I was lucky enough to have that access and plus be able to pay my hairstylist while I'm not in the salon. So that was a nice little solution for both of us. So you might want to ask your hairstylist if they are doing that as a service in case you were interested in trying it, because it went really well. Like, I was surprised at how easy it was to do and how good the results were. So that way at least my roots are consistent, because I didn't know what was happening, so I bought some root touch-up just from the drugstore as this was all happening, and I was going to use it, but I have a feeling the color would have been off. So those ones from the drugstore I didn't end up using. So I was glad to have access to the same color, formula, all that stuff that my hairstylist usually uses. Speaking of those Zoom calls, sometimes you're wearing like a sleeveless top or something that is maybe more comfortable at home. So I picked this up, and this is a cardigan, and it's by Maj. It's cashmere, and it's, you know, if you purchase cashmere, there are different levels of cashmere. Sometimes, even though it's cashmere, it's itchy. This is really nice. So it's by Maj, and totally inspired by my sister. Actually, I just copied her because she had it, and I was like, what is that sweater? I would like that. But it's a perfect color, cut, and fabric. I love it because I just throw it over my shoulders like this, and it looks like, you know, more put together. But I just love this color too. And I've been looking for a long time for a cardigan, and I found it on Selfridges. So you would think something this basic would be easy to find. It is not easy to find. I don't know why. I looked at so many different sites. She looked at so many different sites. We could not find anything like it. I just had to find it. Other people apparently know about this brand or this particular sweater because they were sold out everywhere. But I found it on Selfridges, and if you go on the Selfridges site, they're usually much better price points for some reason, like by $100. I think it was $100 less. So I would definitely, I'll link it below. And I think they have some more now. So it was this in black, I think, maybe gray, but I can't highly recommend this one enough. It's so pretty and it's so soft. So I love that. As you know, I wear my Birkenstocks inside these fuzzy ones. I love them, but I feel like even in real life, you change your shoes every day, or I would alternate because my feet would get tired of the same position. So I also like to wear just flip-flops inside, but there's no support. So I found these by Vionic. And if you're familiar with that brand, they are about ergonomic shoes. And so these have an arch in them. So if you're interested in flip-flops with an arch, and these are only inside shoes. So all of my shoes I'm going to show you are just inside. I don't go outside with them. So these are really nice. And I have really hard floors, so it's important to hit myself in the face. I don't like my shoe this close to my face. So these are really great. You like flip-flops, but they are too flat for your feet. These have some nice arch support. Okay, and then finally, these. I've been eyeing these shoes, and I found them on sale. These are never on sale. So they were on sale at Selfridges, and they were much, much less than what they normally are. And they are these Gucci loafers. Again, my sister's recommendation. She has white ones. These are I don't remember the name, but they are kind of iconic to the brand. That still has a sticker in it. But these are the ones that it folds down in the heel, so you could wear it like a slipper if you wanted to, and it doesn't damage the shoe to wear it like that. But they are really, really soft leather. So these are only inside shoes. I only wear them inside. And the only issue is there's not much arch support. So if you are working at home and you want to feel like I'm no longer at home, but I'm at work, you can change your shoes kind of like Mr. Rogers. That's what I think of when I think of changing shoes to go to work, but in the same area. You could look into something like these. These are really soft. So I don't know what I'll do when we have a chance to go outside. I don't know if I'll want to wear these outside, but these are really comfortable. So I just wanted to mention those in case you were ever looking at these. They are worth the hype, as they say. Really nice. So for those of you who love not only luxury beauty, but luxury other things, there are some great deals right now. So just keep your eyes open. If you have the means to afford them now's a good time, because I was really shocked to see that there was any kind of discount on those. But I was lucky enough that they had my size. Thanks again so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Please take care of each other, stay well. And if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks. But today I have intense, okay, let's speak. Today I have intense, Okay, moving on. I don't remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? So I might order some, oh yeah. So, wow, I'm all over the place today. Okay, I think I had a little extra coffee today. So what I paired it with though is this Chanel. Back to the Chanel products. I'm actually, you won't see this. I will just edit it out. Oh, let's move on and talk about this mascara a little bit. Whoa, okay, almost dropped it. I don't need anything fancier than that. Oh my gosh. Let me just take a picture of this. Oh, darn! My husband was trying to make me laugh. He put a very interesting outfit together. I wish I could have captured that.